Good morning, guys. It is 8:12 a.m. on Monday, the 54th day or 55th day. I can never remember that I'm doing this. So yesterday, I went to that webinar, and it was about energy testing, and it was super interesting. So I'm very glad I did that. And then during that, I got a message that the people for the birthday party were like coming. So I was like, oh, okay. And so, told my daughter to get ready and everything, and we got ready and we went to that. And that was interesting. And then it was really big for me. And I did end up taking two magnesium gummies before we left because it was just a lot of kind of, for lack of better words, exposure therapy, for me. And yeah, it was a lot. But I did do it, and not only did I do it, but I like made the best of it and everything. And then we came home, and my meeting was starting at 7. So we did bedtime routine, made sure she was ready for school tomorrow, which would be today. And oh, actually no, during bedtime routine we ended up having a heart to heart. And that was massive. So yeah, it was another massive day. After she went to bed, I attended my meeting, and then I turned on more things about energy work because I would say it's almost ironic, I'm resonating with energy, of course, but like it's new to me. And I'm excited because it really feels like all these things I'm learning or have learned and experienced are starting to assimilate, and I'm starting to really see these similarities between all these modalities. So it's helping my brain distill it even more, which is exciting because then it's like thinking of the new paradigm. There's so much evidence now in this paradigm, if that makes sense, like a different way of living, honestly. And so I'm excited. And then in the middle of the night, I heard an alarm go off. And I think what it was, I was in like the alpha state or one of them. I get confused, beta state, whatever. I was not completely with it. And I heard an alarm go off, and it set off an alarm in my body, but then it stopped. And like I probably 5 seconds later or 5 minutes later, I don't know, I was like, did I actually even hear an alarm, or was that a dream? Like, what's going on? And then I didn't know if it was going to go off again. I didn't know if my daughter was going to wake up, and I'm just like, please, I just need sleep when I can get sleep. And so I'm proud of myself because this morning I decided to ask her. I didn't say, did you hear an alarm go off? But I was like, how'd you sleep? Like, did you wake up at all? And she's like, I heard something. And I'm like, what did you hear? It's like, she's like, it was like an alarm. I'm like, okay, so at least I know that was an hallucination, or like a dream. That made me feel really good, to be honest. So, but the thing is in the past, it brought back years ago when I felt like at the time, like carbon monoxide thing was going off. And, so, but then I had to tell myself, you can't control if something goes off again, but yeah, that was hard. This morning, I did a little more learning about energy medicine, and I did a little bit of tapping, and I'm glad I did because, unbeknownst to me, my daughter ended up, just giving me a lot this morning of information, and but it's all good, and I just remind myself, like, I can do the best I can do, which is what I do, but I can't control if someone lies to me or withholds information. All I can do truly, like in that case, is if I find that out, then go from there. I can't control people's choices, So, anyway, that's that. and I just did my push-ups and crunches, and I did not do the fifth day of 30 or 30 for 30 because I just did not have time. But it's ultimately a win because I realized I can just do it on weekdays when she's at school, which, by the way, she's off tomorrow. But yeah, that way I don't feel like I have to block it out, time out during the weekend, which is really not so much in my control. But I am going to do the bathroom thing every time, which I know it's weird to be excited about that, but I mean, my bathroom's like clean, it's exciting. And it's not clean because I spent an hour in there, but I actually did probably spend an hour in there, but it was in such imperceptible that it doesn't feel like it. That's exciting for me, is like that. It's not effortless, but it feels effortless, and that's what I want. So that being said, I haven't even done my reverse schedule for today, but I know I have a phone call, I think at like 10:30, and then I should have a thing at 11:30. And so she's off tomorrow, so I need to kind of prepare for that. My brain. But, and I'm going to do the 30 or 30 for 30 today. And yeah, I just think that a lot of it's kind of starting to sink in, like I said. So what am I going to do now? Oh, I did put a maintenance request to check the smoke detector, so I'm proud of myself for that. I think I'll start with doing the reverse schedule to kind of get my brain organized, basically. And yeah, I need to obviously drink a bunch of water too. But it's very exciting to be creating systems that even when things get knocked off, like life, I have systems I can go back to. This is really making me feel much more, I don't want to say in control, but like I'm in the, I don't know how to explain it. I'm basically creating routines. So yes, the routines can get disrupted, but there's something to go back to, as opposed to, I guess we're starting from scratch yet again, type of thing. It was kind of the feeling of, let's say you wanted to work out, and every single day you went to a different gym and signed up with a different gym in a different location, had to learn the equipment, you were in an unfamiliar location. Like, it's just not mentally efficient whatsoever. And that's what I'm really fighting for, my right to not have that feeling. Or if like you were driving to work and every single time you drove to work, it was a different route. You had to that's exhausting. It's literally not how we're supposed to be unless we're, learning a new skill for a short period of time. But this is what life turned into for me, because there was just so much on my plate that no one person could honestly handle, as well as, raising a human being and all of that, and wanting, and like not only wanting to, but kind of insisting on being present for them too, So anyway, okay, I'm gonna do the schedule now. Love you guys.